Hey everyone, how's it going? Here's another knife review of one of my first grill knives, that I really wanted when I first started collecting. It's been altered a little bit from the original, and this is my titanium scaled Spyderco military. So this one has the full-on titanium scales with the crisp reeve integral lock, and this has been modified with another military blade. It's got the DLC coated black blade on it, as well as the black clip on here. The military, I think, is one of the coolest knives out there. In terms of its price point and everything, the standard G10 one, obviously the titanium version is a little bit more expensive, but it holds its own against the Sebenzas and Stryders even though the blade tapers to a very thin point. It really makes for a great slicing knife. And it does start as a 4mm stock blade. At least that's what I read. So, titanium S30V blade. It's not, they do have all these sprint runs with, Carpenter CTS XHP and, the sprint from KnifeWorks with the CPMM4 blade steel and all that kind of stuff. I think they even have a carbon fiber S90V blade. But S30V as a standard blade steel for the base model military is awesome. I think in the past they started with like BG42 and I think like 440V or something. I don't know. But they had right now in this current generation they have S30V, and S30V is a great steel. Spyderco offers it on a lot of their knives, and it holds up to most tests that you're going to put it through. So Spyderco military is a great looking knife. Overall this knife has no blade play whatsoever. Centering, maybe because of the different blade inside, is maybe a little bit off, to avoid blade play and have good thickness. The detent as well, it's not bad, but it'll shake out. But again, I think that's because of the switch of the blade. Before, with the original blade that was on here, the detent was perfect. There was no issues with that. But I just really like the black blade against the titanium scales. So, that's what I chose to do with it. Alright. Standard specs, 4-inch blade on the military. Overall length, I don't know, it's like 9-something inches or something like that. So you can definitely look that up. In terms of size comparisons, here it is against the large Sebenza, like I'm doing with all my videos. Here it is against the small Sebenza. I'll do the on its back kind of thing again. See if how they measure up here. There's the large Sebenza. Here is the military. I know it's out of the frame. Hold on a second. There you go. But again, I don't even know if you can tell. That's a really bad view. Anyway, you can see the military is quite a bit bigger than the large Sebenza. Here's how it compares against the paramilitary 2. In terms of blade length, supposedly it's a good ½ inch longer than the paramilitary 2. And then the handle is also much longer as well. So it offers just a phenomenal grip. Here it is against Strider SMF. Strider SMF also has a 4-inch blade, but the actual edge is much shorter, maybe like a 3-inch blade or something like that. But the handle sizes are comparable. So, alright, so that's the titanium version of the Spyderco military. Thanks.